Okay, class, we've been reading and watching and discussing the play by William Shakespeare called Hamlet. Now, we've learned that it was one of his longest plays and is probably the most significant of his work. There are many passages which are quoted that we'll be discussing and learning as we finish this study of this play. Here I have a picture of William Shakespeare. I'm sure you're familiar with his image and would recognize it. And so right now what I want to ask you, before you two students do your presentation, Hunter, would you start telling me a basic overview of this story that we've been reading, watching, and discussing, the story of Hamlet? Just tell me briefly a few points that you think are important to the play.
Well, I think it's important to, explain that, where Hamlet was at the time of his father's death.
And where was he?
At school in
Wittenberg?
Wittenberg.
Mm-hmm.
And so as soon as he found out, he came as fast as he could.
Okay. And what were Hamlet's feelings about his death, besides feeling sad that his father was gone? Do you think what did they tell him his father died of?
A snake bite.
A serpent bite? Mm-hmm. And did he believe that?
Not really.
Okay. What else? What happened? What is, after he finds out that his father has died and he's come back, what else, what happens near the beginning that kind of sets the stage for the rest of the play? So Hunter, after Hamlet has come back, after from school, after hearing that his father has died, what is the next significant event?
When his friends tell him about this ghost that kind of looks like his father, and so he goes out to see him, to see what they are talking about, and he follows the ghost, and then the ghost is saying that it was not a snake bite, but it was his brother who was now the king. And so then...
What did his brother do?
He poured poison into his ear while he was sleeping in the orchard.
Okay. Okay, and what does he want Hamlet to do?
Get revenge for him.
Basically, yes. Very good. Okay. Now, Dallin, tell us about what's happening in this part that you two are going to portray. Who are you, and what is happening?
So, I'm portraying the old man, Polonius, who is advisor to the king, father to Laertes and Ophelia, who is the lover of Hamlet. Anyway, so what we're going to be portraying here is Laertes is leaving for France. So I'm bidding him farewell, sort of, scolding him for not being gone already, giving him a few pointers on, how to act, and how to treat others, in hopes that he can have a very successful trip.
Okay, and Hunter, who are you portraying?
Laertes.
And who is Laertes?
Person that he's portraying, son.
Polonius?
Polonius, his son.
Okay, and you're the brother to whom?
To Ophelia, which is Hamlet's love.
Okay, very good. Okay, guys, let me just pause this so you can get in position, and we'll be ready for you to do your part.
Farewell, thee sister adieu.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sails, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Look thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought thy act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar.
Start.
Grapple them unto thy
Start.
soul, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bet that thou opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but fear thy voice. Take each man's censor, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit, as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, not gaudy, for the peril oft proclaims the man. And they in France are the best rank and station, are of the most select and generous chief, in that neither a borrower nor a lender be. For loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season within thee.
What?
Oh, sorry. Think before you speak. Trust your friends and be cautious of those who haven't proven their loyalty. Okay? Listen to all opinions, but reserve thy judgment. Don't lend money or borrow money. And don't doubt yourself. Farewell, my son. I bid you adieu.
Farewell, my father.
Okay, young students, you did a very good job, and I appreciate your efforts for my class. Hunter, tell us again who you were portraying, and if you would share with us one or two of the points of counsel or wisdom that Polonius gave his son that you think is most important.
I am Laertes, and that's who I was portraying, and I think that the part "never doubt yourself" was a very good thing, and also don't lend money or borrow money, because if you lend it, you don't know if they'll give it back, and if you borrow it, then you could get into a very deep hole of needing to repay.
Very good. Thank you. And Dallin, you did a very good job portraying Polonius. And so tell me, if you were really Hunter's father and you were sending him away, which parts of the counsel that Polonius gave his son would you hope that he would take to heart the most?
I think I would definitely want him to always trust himself, never doubt what he's capable of, but I think, that's the most important, but if anything else that he would remember, I think I'd want him to remember to trust others and know that there's always people there to help him, and to not borrow, because, it's rather a bad habit to get into. Debt is a terrible thing, you always have to worry about it. But yeah, that's definitely what I'd hope that he'd learn and take with him.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.